Okay, guys, so I wanted to make a video showing you how I cut around uh, door jambs like this one. Here we have a 9-inch wide LVP plank, um, and this is a large project. You can't account for every doorway to fall in line like this or like that. So this one is actually going to wrap around the door frame here. So here's what I do. The first thing I do is I take a small piece and I use it as a spacer. And then I take another long board, full plank, and I shove it to where it's gonna be about the same length, okay? So I know my measurements from here and I know my measurements from there, okay? So here's what I do. The first measurement I take is a measure to the door trim the furthest point out from here, plus I give it another 1/4 of an inch, so 21 5/8, and I make that mark in the middle of this board. Next I measure this one. It's going to be 1 3/4 inches from here. Also want to measure the length from here to here, because obviously it's going to go all the way, the full length of the board that way, but here it's going to stop at the wall here. So that is going to be 39 7/8. 39 7/8. It's right here. And that was 1 3/4 inches. So I'll grab my square, mark that. Next, I need to know this measurement here. So instead of measuring all from one side, I can actually go around to this side here, measure to see if the wall is straight or not. This way you get the exact measurements, not your one measurement from here, because you never know what's going on down that way. So 2.5 is good for this side. 2.5 here, 2.5 all the way there. And so this is what's gonna be cut out here after I trace this. Okay, so you understand more of what I'm trying to say. I'll trace all these lines. Usually if it's the same measurement, I'll just put it on the table saw on the one mark at the end, and I'll just rip it down. But okay, basically, if you can see this here, it's gonna go all the way across like this. This is the door jamb, and then this stops at this end of the wall. So this gets cut out here, 3 X's, okay? So I'm gonna go cut that out and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. And this is how it's looking here. Oh, another note. It's gonna be almost impossible for you to get enough lift on this piece to lock the end here. So what I do is, here, let me show you. I will take this end here, this part of the lip of the female end that is sticking up, and I take a razor knife and I slice that off. That's actually what the instructions call to do. Almost every manufacturer, instead of trying to beat it in and break the locking system, they tell you to take this part off. Obviously, I won't be able to do that now. I already did that. So what I do is you cut that top lip off first, try fitting that in. Here, let me reposition this. Okay, watch this. This goes underneath all the way here. You slide it in. Okay. And this is a drop lock system, so that's very nice already, but already makes it easier. So what you do next is I use super glue, but you want something that doesn't dry within like 3 or 4, 5 seconds. You want something, you know, lasts maybe 10, 15 seconds at least to give you some time to lock the piece in. So usually I find that this helps. Or if you're gonna keep going, you can use other glues, other adhesives like the Gorilla Glue that is not super glue. You can use that one. Anyway, so what I do is I dab this a little bit. You don't need much. Just every now and then put a swath of adhesive. And okay, so once that is in, I use a tapping block like this for this thick LVP material. This is a half inch thick material. It's Cali vinyl floors, LVP, half inch thick, 9 inches wide by 5 feet long. That's the dimensions of those are the dimensions of the planks. So after you engage the length of the locking system, you want to take your mallet and engage the end joint. There you go. It's a fail-safe way of getting your measurements accurate every single time. I hope that has been helpful. Please like and subscribe, share if you found this helpful. Thank you.